Do you ever feel like in your life things seem so hard to you compared to others? Or maybe that there's something in your life that you've been wanting to go for, yet there's so much resistance, so much fear, so much doubt that kind of eats you up, and you find day by day by day, time is just kind of passing you by, and this goal, this dream of yours is like slowly, slowly going away in the distance. Or maybe you're like me, who you literally experience the physical feelings of fear, the stomach pains, wanting to do something, knowing that you're not on the right path right now, and there's something out there that you want to get to, but there's something in the way. Today, guys, it's exactly what we're going to cover. We're going to talk about just one singular mind shift to literally 10x your results in 2025. Either if that's with your health, your fitness, your weight loss, if it's with your mindset, depression, if it's with your career, business, wealth, whatever it may be, you apply this one mind shift to your life. And I promise you, you go all in on this. This will 10x your results moving forward. So that's exactly what we're going to talk about here today. Now, for me, this is I want to create this training today because there's a lot of people in my life that I see are held back by this one thing. Also, it's one thing that's held me back tremendously in my life as well. Long story short, I remember when I was wanting to start Coach Hayward, I had this burning desire. On one end, yes, I want to create my own life and have control. And then on the other end is I want to make a massive impact on people. My dream, my purpose here is to help people live their absolute dream, become their absolute best selves. Huge part of that is health and fitness. And I want to go for this. I want to start Coach here. The idea was there, the passion, the drive. And I started little by little. So I was dipping my toes in the water, but I wasn't jumping in. And I remember I was doing three jobs at this time. So I was working carpentry, doing roofing full time. I was also a personal trainer at the gym, and I was also working at a drug rehab center for people with their habits, their mindsets, helping them get their fitness and their health and their lives back on track. Big groups of men and women. And I remember at my job, my roofing job, I was there for a week and a half or so, and I could not eat. I felt so terrible. I knew I was meant to go for this dream. I knew that I was supposed to go after this goal and chase it and create this. I knew people needed it. Yet I was so caught up because this massive, massive amount of fear was in my gut. The what if? What if it fails? What if it doesn't work out? What if people make fun of me on camera? What if I get made fun of? What if my family thinks I'm weird or different? What if everyone in my town thinks I am just this weird guy on YouTube? You see, I've grown up in a town, a very small farm town. So anything online is very foreign. It's not normal to our town. And everybody kind of knows everybody. Like you go to the store, you see four of your cousins there. That was the town I grew up in. Now, it's amazing for the family oriented aspect, but it's also terrible for the judgment. And when you step outside that box. So I had all these fears. I had all these fears and things hold me back. And there came a time though working there where I was so sick in my stomach and the universe was throwing me signs and signs and signs. The manager himself literally told me, if you don't see yourself here in the future, don't get stuck here. Go after and do what you want to do in your life because here is a place where you're just going to get stuck. And I truly felt that it was as if God was talking to me. And in those moments, these moments were going to shape literally the rest of my life moving forward. That moment there, that decision I made in my life at that time would have predicted either if I'm on camera here talking to you guys right now, or if I'm doing something else elsewhere. And I had a decision to make. Will I step into my highest self and chase what is meant to be, what is most aligned, what is along with my purpose? Or will I let fear and this doubt and all these things, will I let fear itself hold me back and keep me stuck? And let me live the rest of my life in a comfort zone, but not a fulfilling zone. What one will I go with? And that was the biggest shift. That was the biggest shift and exactly what I'm going to talk about with you guys today is understanding that every single thing in your life is all for you if you decide. Every single thing is all for you. And that's the biggest belief shift that you could ever make. I'm going to break it down with you here today. Is every single thing in your life is all for you. It's not against you. Life is not against you. It's all for you. Everything. And let's break down how this works here. Okay, so first and foremost is what limiting beliefs go against. Let's break down what are the limiting beliefs behind this. Okay, so the first limiting beliefs that you might often be experiencing here on this journey of yours is the first one is that life is against me. Everything that I want to try to accomplish, everything that I go for, it's always so hard for me. Everything is always so against me. If you believe that, remember our beliefs impact our thoughts, which impact our emotions, which influence our actions. And what your actions do get you the results, which then reinforce your belief system. So if you believe that life is against you, or things are always hard for me, or things never work out, right? Oh, I try to lose weight. I always try these programs and it never seems to work for me. Nothing seems to work for my body. There's something wrong with me, right? Oh, things are harder for me. You don't understand. I've gone through this and that and that, and that's why I can't do this. These are all limiting beliefs that are not serving you. They're never going to get you to where you want to go in your life, right? What they do is, and in fact, they do the opposite. They build this prison, this illusion, this fake box around our creative expression, ourselves of who we want to be. They create this box and they keep you stuck in it. Oh, I could never lose weight. I could never be 150 pounds and have a six pack because it's always so hard for me and my body works differently. Or whatever, insert whatever makes you feel okay, right? Whatever makes us feel okay with where we're at. Oh, I couldn't go after and build that business because it's too hard, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough to do that. Okay, well, that'll serve you with whatever you want. But if you want to not accomplish your dream, not accomplish that business, well, then keep talking like that because that's what you'll get, right? Because when we think like that, we act like that. When we think like that, we'll never have the opportunity to think in a different way, to experience different thoughts and potentialities, right? Different opportunities to actually go for. No, instead we'll be stuck in our same box, right? I can't. Or the last one is what if? What if I fail? Okay, what if it doesn't work out? What if I do go after my dreams? I quit my job and I go all in, and then things don't work out 6 months from now? What if I sign up for this weight loss program again? I invest in my health, I get this coaching, and 4 months from now, I don't lose any weight. Well, guess what? By not going after it, you're going to get exactly what you don't want, anyways. By stalling and not taking action, you will literally get what you fear most, which is failure. So, what is the best thing to do? You might as well go for it, anyways. If your only fear is the fear of failure, and you're scared that what if it doesn't work out, right? What if people make fun of me, whatever it may be? There's so many other classes to it. But if your fear is failure, well, then go for it because you will automatically fail by not going for it. You will get exactly what you don't want by not going for it. If it's fear of embarrassment, just know that people are going to judge you no matter what you do. If you go for it, if you don't go for it, if you lose weight, if you gain weight, people are always going to judge you either way. So just know exactly what you want and go all in and understand that it's all for you. And let's break this down farther, okay? Because when we believe that it's all for us in life, when we believe that every single thing that happens to us is all for us, what happens is fear gets removed and trust gets replaced, okay? Your trust gets inserted. When you have trust, you start taking better actions. Okay. You start taking actions where you go all in. You dive fully into the pool rather than just dip your toes, right? Symptoms of fear is doubt, procrastination, putting things off, procrastination again, not taking action, delayed action. All those are symptoms and signs of an underlying fear that we're experiencing. So if you find every time you tell yourself, I'm going to start Monday, I'm going to start working on this goal, I'm going to sign up for this program, and then when it comes time to taking action, you don't because it's not the right time. I don't have enough of this. I don't have enough time, money. I can't do this. I can't afford this. Again, these are limiting beliefs in our program that are keeping us stuck in the same exact place. When we can start to question that, hey, this is all happening for me. I can figure this out. We start to think different. We start to feel different, excited instead of in a fear base or a doubtful base. We start thinking in an exciting way. And then we start taking better actions to figure out to get out of that box, right? Because you won't no longer fit in that box anymore when you start to change that thinking. And it all starts with it's all for you. Life is all for you. all the good and the bad, because what is it is experience. And what does experience do? It allows you to grow and expand. And growth is the key because in life we're all already dying or we're growing. There's no if and or between, right? There's no between. We can't stay in the middle. We're either always growing in life or we're dying. So choose, right? Which one do you want? Do you want to go after that goal or would you rather start the process of dying? Not me. So, when there is no fear, when you're not stuck in the fear state, when we're not stuck in the doubtful fate of what if it doesn't work? I can't do this. I'm not good enough for this, right? When we get out of that fear state, that doubtful state, we get into the trust state. We step into our highest version of ourselves. We step into the version of ourselves of possibility, right? Of I can do this. This is all for me. I'm going to learn. I'm going to grow. I'm going to figure this out. This thing happened to me, and yeah, I might have lost, but I got a lesson out of it. And that lesson is going to teach me how to do it better next time. So when I go for this goal again, I'm going to learn how to actually work around those challenges and get through it. That's thinking in a way that this is for you rather than against you, right? If we look at life that it is against us, let's say I'm chasing after a goal. Let's say I'm trying to lose 30 pounds. And let's say I lose 20 pounds and I hit a plateau. I could think like this. I could think life is against me. This always happens to me every single time. I can't break this plateau. I'm never going to be able to get to my goal. Boom. Okay. The journey stops there because I stopped thinking about possibilities and opportunities and ways to get out of my plateau. I start thinking in a doubtful, fear-based way where it's like, this is not for me. It's not going to work out. And then guess what happens? Doubt fills up my mind. And when doubt fills up my mind, the fear of failure really starts to take over. And then it produces my reality, which is I give up because I'm too overwhelmed, too stressed out right now. I don't have any more time for this, blah, 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 whatever pops up. And I give up on my goals and I go right back to square one, which is distracting myself, stabbing myself in the back because I gave up on myself again and stuck in the same place that I don't want to be in. Or we can take action based off of a it's all for me mindset. I lost 20 pounds so far. That's amazing. I'm doing so great. Look how far I've came. I'm stuck at a plateau now, though. I have 10 pounds more to go and I'm stuck. Okay, great. This is all for me. Me going through this little challenge is actually going to make me so much more stronger. So when I do hit my goal, I'll have so much more discipline to be able to easily maintain that weight when I'm there. So I'm so excited because this is all happening for me. This is just making me stronger in this process. So what do I have to do now is I have to find a way to break this plateau. And then you're going to start thinking differently. You're going to start trying different strategies. You might reach out to somebody who might give you a good little tip to approach your goals, and you'll figure it out. But as you see, when fear comes in, the road stops there. Fear puts you back in the prison that you're trying to escape from. But thinking from your highest version of yourself is a version of expansion, of growth, of so many different possibilities and opportunities. But we have to get out of that fear-based thinking because fear-based thinking puts us in our primal state, which is our constant emotional state, right? When you're scared, when you feel fear, what do you feel? High cortisol, your body like feeling off. You don't feel good. You don't feel energetic. You're not gonna be able to communicate properly with people. You're not gonna take positive action. Your immune system's gonna lower. You're gonna have a higher chance to get sick. So many bad things come from living in a fear-based state. Fear will never, ever, ever serve us. Okay. But when you step into that higher self, you will look for the lessons and opportunities to keep growing. But if you're limited, you get stopped in your tracks at the failure, at lost, at being stuck. Okay. So moving forward, fear-based take actions, right? Fear-based actions are, again, procrastination, doubt eats you up. You don't go all in. You don't have trust and faith. You're relying on hope to get to your goals. I hope I can lose weight this time. No, no, no. You're going to lose this weight. But what if I fail? Well, let's not think like that. Let's just figure out the solution. Let's just not fail. If Cindy Lou over there can do it, why can't you? Right? That is thinking from our highest selves of endless possibilities that you can do this. Okay. And this is why it's going to 10x your results moving forward this year. All right. Because one thing before I talk about that actually is know that also when you're thinking that this is all for you and you believe that this is all for you, there is no right or wrong action. Because if you were so determined on getting to this goal, it's not a question that you're going to get there. It's just a question of how and when, right? And when you think like that and feel like that and believe in that, then there is no right or wrong choice. You could go all in on one business. You could go all in on one program. You can invest so much into one big thing. And either if it works out or doesn't work out, it doesn't matter because when you're aligned with where you want to go and you're taking the right actions to get there, in those actions, you're either going to learn a better way of doing things, you're going to get the results you want, you're going to fail and it's going to make you stronger and think smarter and do better the next time around. But it's all going to give you more experience to get one step closer to where you want to go because with more experience, you have more knowledge, you can make better decisions, you can make better actions, and you become better overall as well. So there is no right or wrong decision. All right. The wrong decision to make is no decision at all. It's deciding to stay stuck and let fear cripple you up and keep you stuck in where you want to not want to be at. But at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong decision. You just have to decide, you just have to do, you start to act. And when you do that, you'll take quicker actions, you'll fail quicker, you'll learn quicker, you'll get through the mess quicker, you'll get help faster, and in turn, you'll get to the end goal faster. And that's exactly why it's going to 10x your results this year. Because most of us live in a fear-based state where we're not taking any kind of consistent action overall. We might take consistent action for a couple of weeks when the motivation's high, but when everything's going against us and fear-based thinking starts to take in again, we start taking fear-based actions. We get caught in the same prison and we get stuck again until we get one of those emotional highs again. And then we'll try to get out of it. Instead, just stay in that high. Stay in that it's all for me state and go through it all and trust it all and stick with it. Okay? And that is the training for today, the program for today. And the last thing I'm going to leave you off with as well, guys, is be okay with sucking. Anyone great, right? Anyone great in your life. This is the problem with social media is that we look at it and we only see the highlights. But what you didn't see is the years and years and years it took to become that highlight. So be okay with sucking right now. Enjoy the process because at the end of the day, the journey is everything. There is no real destination because once you get to the first goal, you're going to want more goals and you're going to want more goals and more goals. So just enjoy the journey because that's what it's all about. It's the experience, the journey, finding more of yourself, creating more of yourself and getting better. And if you guys enjoyed this training today, I have a goal. I'm going for 50,000 subs by the end of 2025, 10x goal this year. So if you do like this, please help me make that dream come true by subscribing, by following along, by leaving a review, whatever you can do so this can reach more people. We can help more people make a better impact as well. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. I will see you guys on the next programming.